add my disclaimer in here too, because I know some people get real sensitive about fragrances and whatnot. Okay, this is how I look at fragrances. Fragrances to me is like a piece of art. Okay, you know, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder, which is like, if you and I, me and you, we're looking at the same piece of art, right? You may see something different and I may see something different. It doesn't mean that it's still not a beautiful piece of art. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. That's how I feel about fragrances. What I like, you might not like. And what you like, I might not like. And it doesn't mean that it's still not a nice, well put together fragrance. What's up, Glammies, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Mandy Glam, and I'm back with another perfume video. If you are new to my channel, then welcome to my channel. If you are into fragrances, if you like to smell good, if you know somebody that likes to smell good, then this is the channel for you. Just a little bit about me. Mostly what I do on my channel is fragrance reviews, but I do other things too, like hair stuff and makeup stuff and things of that nature. So if that's something that interests you, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Your subscription will be greatly appreciated for the growth of my channel. For those of you that have been following me since I started talking about fragrances, thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. I really do appreciate it. Alright, in today's video, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about a couple of things, okay? Of course, you read the title of the video, so you already know I'm going to be talking about the Mon Guerlain, okay, fragrance. This is the eau de parfum version. I believe this is the original version. I think there's other flankers of the Mon Guerlain, but I have the eau de parfum, the original, okay? So if you are someone that likes to watch perfume reviews, you like to buy perfumes and fragrances and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you've ran across several YouTubers talk about this fragrance, okay? I believe Jeremy Fragrance has talked about this fragrance. The list goes on and on. This is a very popular fragrance amongst YouTubers, okay? And people in general, okay? It's kind of like that La Vie Belle. You know, La Vie Belle is like a very popular fragrance, and I think people don't wear it because it's so popular and they don't want to smell like the next person. Well, to me, it's the same thing with Mon Guerlain. I mean, it's very popular. It literally just won like some award on Fragrantica. Well, I don't know if they got an award for it, but it won like the most popular perfume on Fragrantica. I saw this literally like yesterday, okay? So I had to get it at some point. I knew I wanted it because I'm playing catch up. I'm trying to slowly add fragrances to my collection that are very popular here on YouTube. So I finally got it. I finally got it in the mail the other day, and I smelled it. And I honestly, this is real honest conversation I'm gonna have with y'all. Like, I'm not gonna BS y'all on how I feel about this fragrance. Is it worth the hype? In my opinion, no, it's not. Now, I know I might have said the Mon Guerlain gang, you know, gang, y'all, I know y'all gonna be mad. Y'all might leave some comments or whatever. It's cool, but I'm entitled to my opinion. And first off, I want to say it's not a bad fragrance. It is not a bad fragrance whatsoever. It is a really nice fragrance, but I think it's overhyped, and I don't think that, I think there's other fragrances, in my personal opinion, that smells a little bit better than the fragrance. Now, some people did comment and say, well, when I first got it, I didn't like it. You know, it grew on me. Like, I wore it a month later and it smelled totally different. Now, that very well could be the case with me. I don't know. It is still hot outside, so that could play a part in it. Maybe I need to wear it in the cooler months. I'm not sure. But I guess my expectations for this fragrance was so high. I was let down, okay? I don't know what I was expecting from this fragrance, but I thought it was gonna just make me like move a mountain for me or something. Like I was gonna feel it in my spirit. I don't know what was gonna happen. I was even a little bit nervous spraying it for the first time, because I was just like, wow, this is the most popular fragrance ever on YouTube. So, and I think it's a well put together fragrance, but I personally don't think it's worth the hype. With that being said, let's get into the fragrance. This is the Mon Guerlain. This is a 1 ounce, and I purposely bought a 1 ounce because with everything kind of being the way it is now, you know, like you can't just really like you can go in stores and sample and things of that nature, but I wanted to kind of play it safe. I didn't want to get anything bigger than a 1 ounce just in case I don't like it. And that's kind of like moving forward how I'm going to be purchasing fragrances. I'm more than likely going to just do like a 1 ounce, or I'm going to try not to do anything bigger than 2 ounces with fragrances, just to play it safe. So it does come in a beautiful bottle. It is embroidered or embossed down here the word Guerlain, okay? Now the top is a little bit kind of flimsy for me. I think the top is plastic, so, and that doesn't bother me. I'm not like, you know, oh, it has to be glass or anything like that. It's not a big deal, but I'm just wanting to give you guys the breakdown on the top. So it's plastic. The nozzle does have the Guerlain initial here, if that's what you want to call it, or symbol or whatever. And so it's it comes in a nice bottle. And then of course there's the gold trimming here and things like that. I already sprayed it, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray it again just a little bit. Now this fragrance does remind me of something. What I get like first initial whiff is lavender. That's like the main thing that hits me right from the beginning. And it is that type of lavender that, to me, the type of lavender that people put in like, or companies I should say, put in like fabric softener and bath salts and stuff like that. It totally reminds me of that. Like I get that. Now I do like lavender, because I do have a fragrance that has lavender in it, but this would be the second fragrance that I have with lavender in it that's very prominent like this. I may have other fragrances with lavender in it, but it may be more subtle. It's not as prominent in the fragrance like this. But I do want to give you guys the breakdown of the notes in the fragrance, okay? The top notes include bergamot, mandarin, pear. The middle notes include neroli, sambac, jasmine, and lavender. The base note includes iris, vanilla, and sandalwood. What sticks out the most to me in this fragrance is the lavender. The bergamot, I don't even get the mandarin in it. I get neroli. I get a little bit of the vanilla and a little bit of the sandalwood. I don't smell any pear. It's not what I expected it to be. I don't know what I was expecting. You know, you can watch perfume reviews and you can watch people talk about the fragrances all day long, but once you get it, it just is something else. It's totally something else, okay? So this video is going to be for those of you who basically are starting out collecting perfumes. You're just now getting into perfumes and you're trying to make a decision. But again, keep in mind what you smell and get from it. I may not smell and get from it, but it doesn't make it like it's not a good fragrance. I do have 2 other fragrances here that I feel like are better than the Mon Guerlain. Now the first one that I think is a little bit better is La Vie Belle. Now this was, again, this is very pretty. This is a very pretty fragrance. I know a lot of people kind of don't really want to be bothered with this fragrance because it is extremely popular. It is ultra popular. When I first started doing fragrance reviews, I googled like the top 10 fragrances, and this one always came up as like #1 or #2. It was like always at the top of the list. So, and when I first got it, I smelled it and I instantly knew why this fragrance is so popular. If you don't know which one this is the La Vie Belle by Lancome, and this is the original. There are other flankers that I do want to smell. I think I smelled the L'Eclat, but I went with this one instead. But I think this is a beautiful fragrance. Me personally, I think it smells better than the Mon Guerlain, but again, it's my opinion. Just my opinion, okay? Just my opinion. I actually think that the C, this is C by Giorgio Armani. I'll put a picture up so you guys can see, but I have this roller ball, and this roller ball, like, I'm really holding on to it because this is the original batch. This is, from my understanding, the fragrance has been reformulated, and this roller ball is from the original batch that came out some years ago. So I'm trying to get my hands on an original bottle, but that might be a little hard. I know they do sell them on Mercari and they not cheap, but I think this fragrance is better than the Mon Guerlain. Of course, you're talking about like blackcurrant. Blackcurrant is in this one. This is a little different, you know, as far as the notes and things like that, but I just feel like, you know, there are a few fragrances out there that are a little bit better than the Mon Guerlain. And at the end of the day, the question is posed, was it worth the hype? And I'm going to have to say, it's not worth the hype, okay? But my opinion, and even in the dry down, it's almost giving me a medicinal type of scent. I don't know what that's about, but I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna wait until the cooler months to see what happens. So, I mean, again, if you're that person that's just starting out on your fragrance journey, you're buying fragrances and you see everybody talk about this one, I would, if at all possible, if you could go to the store, spray it, wear it, you know, for an hour or two, see how you feel about it before you actually invest money in buying it. I'm gonna hold on to mine for a little bit. Once it gets cooler, fingers crossed, I hope I like it. You know, I hope I change my mind on it. I don't dislike it, but I just don't see myself reaching for it that often. You know, I would probably reach for the La Vie Belle before I reach for the Mon Guerlain. That's just me. Even though the La Vie Belle is extremely popular and people don't really buy it and wear it, good. I will be the only one out here in these streets wearing La Vie Belle, and that's just fine. But, you know, that's just my opinion. I don't want to upset anybody or offend anybody with this video, but, you know, I gotta keep it real for y'all. You know, part of what I do is talk, you know, be honest with you guys about, you know, these fragrances, because number one, starting a fragrance collection is not cheap. You know, I just looked up this fragrance. I can't remember how much I bought this one from. You know, let me look. Okay, it's not bad. For this 1 ounce, I paid $34.99 on fragrancenet.com. I paid $34.99, and they actually ended up sending me the gift set, which you guys probably saw in the previous video where I did a quick haul, perfume haul. You saw that I ended up getting the gift set. So I got the lotion and I got the 1 ounce for $34.99, which, I mean, you can't beat that. So this is pretty reasonable. For some reason, I'm looking on the Ulta website, Oh, this is for a 3.4 ounce, but on the Ulta website, this fragrance in a 3.4 ounce is $130. That's pretty expensive. But yeah, you know, my whole point behind saying all that is fragrances can be very expensive. So if I can save you guys a little coin or a little disappointment or whatever, you know, that's what I want to do. Again, the fragrance is nice. It's just not worth the hype. So if you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and click the subscription button, hit the thumbs up, like the video, share the video. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all don't be mad at me for too long. But you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you that have been watching my videos from day one, thank you so much. I'm coming up on a year that I've been talking about fragrances. I cannot believe it's been a year myself. It seems like I just like started talking about fragrances, and I still feel like I have a long way to go. Like I don't feel like I'm like an expert on notes, you know. Now I'm getting better. Like I can smell some notes. Some notes are more distinctive in fragrances than others, and I can tell what that is right away. So I'm getting better in that aspect, but I still have a long way to go. But if it wasn't for you guys, my channel would not be growing like the way that it is. So again, thank you so much for your love and support. I pray that you guys continue to support me and my channel. I also pray that you guys have a blessed week, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.